Hello, readers and friends all around the world. Which it is. I was actually thinking that the other day. It's a bit crazy. The people I've been talking to for the past few weeks or months now. Maybe 2 months, couple of months. You're all around the world, which is brilliant. That's something that's, it's a good thing about this platform. You can meet these people around the world like minded and it's have all these conversations and it's good. It's very good. But this video I'm trying to do today, and I'll hopefully not drag on and make it last for too long, but video I'm trying to do today, and I might do it every month. It's like a kind of a not wrap up. I don't like to call it wrap up, but it's just like a end of month discussion of what I've read and what I'm going to read and what I'm hoping to maybe get for the next month, and what my favourite book was or favourite reads were for January, and I do it every month if I can. And yeah, so we'll dive in. I'm going to check out the first book, my favourite book of the month, and it's favourite book last month too because I started last month. And it was a great book for me because in this channel, and that's Weird Frequencies by a lot of great booktubers. If you go watch the trilogy of reviews I have on it, you'll see their channels and all. But I didn't expect that book to mean a lot. Those video reviews to mean a lot to me, or be catalyst in what this channel kind of kept the ball rolling with Mike from Biblio Bookscapes. It was that wee period where it kind of, I thought, yes, I want to keep doing this. His encouragement, and then you finding the reviews and sending me messages, and I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting anybody to watch it, to be honest. And that was nice, and it kind of get me going. You know what? This is a good community. I'm going to stay around. I've always thought as Eternal Read, I'm going to be here forever. Because there's nobody to talk to about these books with, really. As I says many a time, that's why I'm here. To log my thoughts and talk to yous about one of my obsessions, which is books. And yeah, that was my favourite read. So definitely look into it. It was a great fun SF. There's a bit of horror, a bit of fantasy sort of mixed in with some of it. It's very good. It's definitely book of the month for me, of January. And my second favourite book is Kobo Abbey's The Woman in the Dunes. It's a great read, not too long, which is the way I like it. Short and sweet. 215 pages, perfect for me. And there's a review up on that as well. I don't want to talk too long about these books. I want this video to be all day, but there's a review up for it, and it's worth buying. It's a book that's worth picking up 100%. And Corum's The Oak and the Ram is another one that I read this month, which I really enjoyed. As my palate cleanser every month, I'll always read like a fantasy or sword and sorcery. I always did. It's just even if it's a short story, I'll always come around a time where I have to jump into sword and sorcery and fantasy books. It's just me. It's going to be me forever, I think. Can't get it out of me now. And loads of short stories. I read loads of short stories and I have some lying about here because I knew I was doing this video, but I read loads of Ernest Hemingway, which it was more of the end of his life, I think, or there were short stories that they found that he never published in his life. They're okay. I don't think they're as good as his earlier ones. And another great short story collection that I'm nearly finished is Harlan Ellison. It's very good. Some strange ones. I recommend everybody to read I Have No Mouth, But I Must Scream. It's a trip. It's crazy, but there's other ones in this book was crazy, and one of my other ones it's a bit dark, and it's a famous horror novel. I'm just going to shout it out in case anybody's interested in reading it, or if you have read it, let me know, and you can say yes, that one's crazy. And to see if I could fucking find it, it'd be great. See, cause I've got the videos on. The Whimper of Whipped Dogs. That's a dark one. It's a creepy one. It's good. So Harlan Ellison, nice, strange, very strange, but SF horror. I would say that's what he mainly is. Science fiction and horror. Right. I'm trying to think of other short stories I read. Leo Tolstoy, The Raid, which is very good, and that's about war and glorifying war and bravery in war, and the way youngsters would want to be in war, but they're all proud and they're trying to be courageous and trying to show they're brave, but what they're doing is glorifying it, and then it's all fun and games until somebody gets their head blew off, and then they realise war's not supposed to be glorified the way they were doing it. I think, and there's this older guy who was in the war for a while, and he was the brave one, and this guy, I think it's supposed to be like a young Leo Tolstoy. He was saying like that he's seen him do when he was leading the men, giving the orders, and the way he kept himself in the field. That was bravery, and it's a very good short story. I haven't done a review yet on it. The one I picked this week I was going to do was Teatro Grotescos by Thomas Ligotti. I've done it on Monday, I think. I might get another short story review up, maybe by the end of the week. But I'm reading Henry James at the minute, the landscape painter. That's the one I'm reading at the minute, and I'll finish that hopefully the next day or two. But we'll go on the other end. So that's what I've read, and yes, loads of short stories and all in between. But I've been reading this, and I'm going to ask a question for you, viewers, friends. Help me and tell me: is there something? Is this normal? Because it's the first time I've struggled with it in my reading life. I've been reading since not say I obviously was reading in school, but it was whenever I kind of left school. That's when I started reading myself, reading stuff that I wanted to read. So say 15, and I've always been able to read big, huge novels, 1,000 pages, series, Wheel of Time, Malazan books, Farseer trilogy, all them, all your fantasy escapisms, classics, 1,000 pages, 800 pages. I was no problem. I could have read them books, no problem. Couple of weeks, done. But now, I don't know if it's because my reading taste have changed because I read a lot of short stories, or I'm just reading slower and trying to get more out of it. I'm not just binging through it anymore. I don't know what it is, but I find that I'm struggling with big novels. Now I'm enjoying this. This is good. This is like short story within a short story, and the themes is like temptation, and there's like the devil's trying to use lust and use like anger in these people, and it's good, but every wee short story in it, or every wee story in a story is the same sort of theme. And after you read it once or twice, I think I've read about 4 or 5 in it now, and I'm only 80 pages in. It's all kind of the same, and I thought, right, well, I'll read this on and on and on, page and page. So I'm going to maybe just dive into this throughout the year. This is one of my Poland project books. But what I'm going to do is, I'm not finished with this. I'm going to keep it through the year, but I've added another one. Because it was a nightmare to try and get. It was Bruno Schulz short story collection. I think it's everything he's ever written, and it's coming Friday. So when I get it, I'm maybe do a post of the camera or a wee picture of it, and it's coming on Friday. And trying to get that was really hard. I was up in the city, Belfast, trying to get it in the shops. Even says we can't even order that in for you. But I finally found it on the internet. Got it bought, and I hope it's a good edition. I hope it's not something silly, but it's not the Penguin Classic edition that I was wanting. But it's all his short stories, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to read them in the next February. Bruno Schulz, and Serge Tube's YouTube channel, he recommended him, and I respect his decision because his channel's great, and his opinions are always spot on. Brilliant channel, so it is. But he says in the comment there, look him up, and I remember watching your video or his video, and I always remembered, yes, that sounds like somebody I would like to read, So I'm finally getting it. Thank God. It was a nightmare, but we're getting it. So Friday, I'll start that, and I'll maybe put this down and pick it up throughout the year. So I might, because it's a tricky one. It's the same themes over and over again, but it's all in short story format, really. So Bruno Schulz, short story collection will be a February read, with a short story collection by an independent author. He's on YouTube, BookTube. I follow him. I found him through Weird Frequencies. He was done his own wee sort of review. Made me laugh, made me chuckle. So I followed him, and then I realised he's an independent author. He writes his own stuff, and then I looked into his novels, and one that intrigued me. I think it's called The Glass Shard. The Glass Shard, and I've got it ordered, and I'm hoping that it comes either tomorrow or Friday. So if it's tomorrow, happy days. I'll maybe show you post it that I got it, and that'll be one of my hopefully the novel I'll read for next week, along with Bruno Schulz. Just intertwine them, 2 short story collections. and get that one finished for next week. Guy Riddle, I think I'm butchering your second name. Sorry, I'm trying to remember just in the top of my head what your second name was there. Uh, yeah, I'll put maybe your name in the description, and you can comment and say I'm a balloon head for getting pronouncing your name wrong or forgetting it, and I'm thick skinned, so you can be as nasty as you want. But yes, your book's on the way, and I'm looking forward to reading it. As a independent authors, I find in SF and fantasy novels, sword and sorcery, they're the ones that have things to say now that are different and more experimental. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I remember I said I was looking. I think I said a comment on one of your channels saying I'm hoping to get to it sometime this year, but that made me want to get to it quicker. So I ended up as soon as I said that comment, I think when you comment back, I just went and bought it. I just fuck, I need to get it now. I need to get it now. So I got that on the way, and so that's what I've read. Did I say? I can't even remember if I've said what I was going to read. I did. Perfume. Did I maybe shoot that and all? Hoping to read that next month. That's another one for next month. Perfume. Be short books. So we're going back to the shorter ones again. I've bought loads of big novels, but I don't know. That's why I need you guys to help me out here. Tell me the secret. Maybe it's just I'm getting older and slowing down, and I've too many things to do, and I can't have time to read them all. Maybe that's it. But I'm back to short stories and shorter novels now. But Perfume's definitely for next month, and maybe a Sherlock Holmes novel, The Sign of the Four or The Last Quorum. Maybe get that in as well for next month. And I don't know if I've said I was reading Henry James, but yeah, I'm reading Henry James at the minute. The landscape painter, so maybe get a review up if it's good. I'm trying to think, was there anything else? Oh, yes. I'm hoping to get the videos done for the tag, which was. Oh, there's my phone going. Sorry, I should get used to putting it on airplane mode, but hopefully nobody rings in a minute. But I'm going to do the tags. Hopefully one this week and one next week. The one I'm going to do this week is a conversation reader to reader. Hopefully get it done. Maybe do it with a few wee beers or whiskies tomorrow night or Saturday night, depending when I decide to have a wee beer or whiskey. And that's it. Oh, I got my. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I've got my YouTube channel set up for the gaming one I have. And if you look at my bio, you'll see a gaming channel I have as well. But for the past week, I was trying to stream live on that YouTube channel. It wouldn't let me do it, so I had to do a lot of fucking about and a lot of fixing and send pictures to me to YouTube and all. And I finally got it working, so I had a couple of wee testers there the past couple of nights, but it's a wee place for me. I love playing video games. I'll play an hour every night. I have to, and that's maybe another reason why I don't read big books, because I love playing the guitar and gaming as well. And I always get them in too. So if you're interested in joining me live, go to my wee bio and go down and you'll see the name of the channel. And that's what I want to keep it a place like a live, so you can come in and you can talk to me, and we can talk about books, we can talk about games, we can talk about anything. It's an open door for all my friends around the world that I've met on this book channel, and you're more than welcome to join me. You don't have to. It's not for I know games, not for everybody, but it's just a place. If you ever see me online, you can always jump in, text comes up on my screen, and I can talk to you. You know, and I thought that's a nice thing to do. You know, I'll probably be on every few nights anyway, and if I get more subscribers, more people to talk to if they want to, you know, that's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it for a place to relax, blast a few people online, or monsters, kill them. I like horror games and fighting games and stuff. So yeah, that was the other thing I want to say, that I finally got it working. It's just not a big deal for you, because it's a book fucking thing, like, but that was a nightmare this week trying to get that sorted. So I'm still teething problems, but yeah. So that's the main update for January. January was a good reading month. The main thing about this month was this channel and starting to get the ball rolling, which I near fell off at the start of or mid-December. I was started, but I didn't think it was going anywhere, and I just felt scared to come on the camera and all, and overthinking it. It's me, like, it's just me. But I'm just here now. I'm talking away to you. I'm doing these wee updates. Hopefully do this here forever. Making friends. I've met a lot of people here, good guys. It's a good community, and I'm hopefully here forever. You don't have to watch me forever, like, but Hopefully in the next 10 years you'll still see me here. Bit baldy. Maybe fucking reading big novels again. I don't know. We'll find out. But yeah, it's updated January. Great reading month. Weird frequencies. If you haven't seen them videos and you're new to this and you're a new subscriber, look up this. That if we're gonna pick 2 months, or if there's 2 books I can recommend you to buy for the next month or two, it's them 2. They are my best reads. Probably be on the top 10, maybe. That definite. Unless there's going to be hard for this to get knocked off as well, like, but we'll see. But yeah, all the best, everybody.